I've had an opportunity of someone to buy out the entire bat putter idea.
Wow.
And I would never have to work again.
Yeah.
Or my son.
Yeah.
But I asked him one question, and it was that if I could still kind of be creative in the baseball and golf world, and he said no. So I said, okay, then no.
Wow.
Okay.
We started High Value for the people that find value in building your business, your family, and your faith without sacrificing any of the three. We feel like business, family, and faith go hand in hand, and you don't have to separate any of the three. In fact, to build anything of high value, they have to go together.
High Value.
Welcome to the High Value Podcast, where we talk about how to build your business, your family, and your faith without sacrificing any of the three. Today, we have on a guest, Mr. Mason Hall. How are you, Mason?
I'm good, man.
Good.
Thanks for having me here.
For sure. So, Mason, you are the owner and creative behind Loaded Golf, or Golf now.
I guess we'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
I have a notion, but yeah, it's probably going to get kind of rebranded.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got to kind of learn how to scale this thing.
Sure.
And yeah, I mean, golf is the ultimate thing to do.
So, yeah. So explain what golf is for those that don't know. Try to explain golf.
Try to explain golf.
Yeah.
Golf is basically baseball and golf combined, and use a bat putter to play with it. Yeah, I kind of created a way that a bat putter is needed, and that whole story of like how that kind of started was also pretty wild. But yeah, golf is baseball and golf, and it's all in one. You just mix it together.
Yeah, so let's get into that a little bit. So you created one of the coolest products I've ever seen, and I think most people would agree, where you created a bat putter. So it's a golf putter, but it's made with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
What went into developing something like that?
That was, so basically that kind of goes back to so last year I asked my boss for a raise and he said no. So I realized that I was my worth was dictated by someone else. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to, I guess, just figure out how to create my own worth with all the passions that I have. So I went home and I wrote down everything that I was passionate about. So baseball, golf, art, and being a dad. Mm-hmm. And I wrote them all down and figured out why. And I just found an old bat and an old putter, and I wanted to do art on it. So I made the first bat putter and I watched the glue dry, and my alarm to go to work the next day went off, and I thought I was screwed. I'm like, oh no, I did not get any sleep. But then I went to my former job and just thought about this. I'm like, this is insane. So then I took a picture of it, sent to a few buddies. They all wanted one, and I didn't really know what I was going to charge for it. So I initially charged the amount to play 18 holes in a cart. I was like, I just got free golf. And yeah, now it's kind of really taken off from there.
Yeah. So you talked about your boss and wanting a raise. How much were you asking for?
$2.
$2 an hour?
$2 an hour. Yeah. I was there for almost 9 years.
9 years.
Yep. And then the only way else that I did get a raise there was that I would move up different positions. At one point I moved across the country to create my own route and to, I guess, making a comfortable living.
So that's got to be difficult, right? You have this steady job of working 9 to 5 for 9 years. I mean, most people that see it, their 9 years are kind of 10 years where they can kind of have some say, they have longevity there. So you all of a sudden kind of went all in on this product. Was that scary for you to then, because your story is a little bit, we can kind of get into your story a little bit too, because after that, of the $2 raise, you didn't get it. It was kind of quick as far as you making the jump into building the product. So talk a little bit about that. So after you got denied the $2 raise, when did you decide that, hey, I'm going to do this full time?
Probably a few days later.
Few days later.
It was more of I was I've never been so passionate about anything. And because it was all my passions in one. So it was a bomb went off. I'm like, I know how to market this. I can do this. And I'm in, and so those next few days, I just didn't know what to kind of do because I did not want to be at my old job.
Yeah.
But then also, I guess I kind of was scared to make the move to go full time. But but then I guess like 2 months later, I was like, if I'm going to do this, like I got to do it now. So in November, I pulled the trigger and I was sitting on my desk and I was like, I'm going to do it. So I wrote down a letter of resignation. I turned it in, and my direct manager at the time, like I think he kind of knew because he knew that I was not a 9-to-5 guy.
Yeah.
And then a lot of other people there also knew that I've always had like side hustles and all this stuff, and that one was going to take off. And so they weren't really too surprised. They're actually happy for me to do this.
Yeah.
But then I turned it in that day, and then the branch manager, he didn't like that, and I got let go that day.
Wow.
So I was like, everything happens for a reason. Like it's basically go do it. But then being the creative marketing guy I was like, how do I like fund this idea?
Yeah.
So creatively, I pulled out my 401, but I couldn't touch it until a month after I turned in, or like my final date.
Wow.
So I couldn't pull out my 401 until February.
Even though they let you go a couple days later. Wow.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. So I couldn't pull it out till 3 months later. So I had to survive off hustling and making these things work.
Yeah.
And truly, I think if I didn't have those months of making it work, it wouldn't also be where it's at. I mean, there's lots of days like where I would go to my former job for 8 hours, and then I would have my son every single day for 4 hours, and then have him also Fridays through Sundays. But then when he went back to his mom's house, 8:30, 9 p.m., I would go in the garage until 4 a.m. I've done that, I guess, still for almost a year.
Obviously, there's like a creative side of this bat putter, right? Like I know we talked about golf and the game of golf that we'll get into a little bit more, but there's really a creativity that goes into building these bat putters. Yeah. What is your like creative process to building these things?
So it's kind of crazy, but so every putter head that I've used so far, except for probably 7 or 8 of them, I have thrifted every single one. So they all are different. Every single one's different.
Wow.
And then the bats are blemished bats. So those are also not the same. So that's kind of how like I like to just see how the bats feel with the putters and like how they go together, and it's a whole process. I don't know, because I'm definitely more of a creative guy than a business guy. But so I call it a functional art.
Did you feel like that made a difference at all? So obviously you're building these initial products with kind of hand-me-down stuff, right? Like older putters, blemished bats. Is that like a part of the creative process, or like did people like, oh, I wanted a new putter on this, or do people appreciate that?
Yeah. So so I have the 3 different models. You get that, or I guess 4 technically. So there's like the basic model, which is just like a double-side putter that I have thrifted that are basically all the same. Yeah. And that's just like a basic standard bat putter. And then the next one is that if someone wants a certain putter on there that they have, they can send it to me and I turn it to a bat putter. Yeah. And I've had probably 9 or 10 people send Scotty Camerons. Like they want me
to, like how much?
Those are $400, $500.
Wow.
I mean, like I did have one that was $1,500.
Wow.
And they said, yep, got it. That's okay. And then if they have like a specific bat that they played with in high school or whatever, if they want me to turn into it, there's that one. And then there's a custom one of ones. I mean, they're technically all one of ones, but the custom ones, they just tell me the color scheme they want and engravings, and that's more of like they know that's more of like artistic.
Yeah, right.
And people like that.
Yeah, let's dive into the one-on-ones, because it really goes into the success of your business. You know, most people within 7 to 9 months in your business. That's how, So most people within 7 to 9 months are not getting in front of the people that you are getting in front of with these one-on-one bats. Yeah. Can you talk about a couple of those people and how that even came about?
Yes, kind of. I mean, a lot of the people that I've kind of worked with now, I I wouldn't be able to get to them without doing my podcast.
Yeah, right.
Back
okay.
was 5 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
And that taught me how to reach out to people.
Mm-hmm.
And if I got 2 yeses out of 98 no's, I was pumped because then I got 2 more weeks of trying to get in front of more people.
Yeah.
I guess the first bigger name that people might know is Brett Boone. He actually has a 1-of-1 that I just learned to add taping to a bat. And he actually has the old original Loaded Golf logo.
Oh, really?
So yeah, and then learning my market, I wanted to try and go into the golf market to see if that worked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found people that saw it as more of like art in the golf world. Because I do like the 1-of-1s.
Yeah.
And then that would have been a country club adjacent, which is a pretty big YouTube group. And then from there, I went down to LA to hand deliver one to Chauncey Leopardi, which he plays Squints in the Sandlot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was still in my like art kind of marketing mode. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like I talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he just DM me today to tell Malcolm a happy birthday.
Wow.
Awesome guy. I love him. And then went from there to, went down to spring training for a event at Topgolf. And that was the busiest 4 or 5 days I've had to date. Mm-hmm. And that week I checked off Melosi from Good. Awesome guy. Mm-hmm. That dude is amazing. So I hand delivered one to him. I drove 7 hours one way to bring those to him.
Oh my goodness.
And then I had to drive back. And then Eric Sim, super big baseball YouTuber and influencer. He actually hit me up the week of going to Arizona. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I mean, like, I'll be there too. So that linked up. And then I met Edwin Jackson. And that guy, most genuine human ever. And that kind of started the bigger name. I mean, like, not saying like the Eric Sim is not big,
right.
But then it went to, he asked if I wanted to make a bat putter for CC Sabathia, and I didn't really think much of it. Something like that doesn't like regulate in my brain.
Yeah.
That's cool, but like, let's see what happens. Mm-hmm. And then he grabbed my phone and put his name and number in there, and he said that he'll call me in a week. He called me the next day. He was like, "Hey, like, what are you doing on April 11th?" And I said, "I'm nothing." And he goes, "Well, do you want to make a bat putter for C. Sabathia? And we will cover everything."
Wow.
And it was for his Baseball Hall of Fame gift. Yeah. And that still didn't like regulate my brain. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to have to YouTube this. Like, I'm going to have to like show and document it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like that same week of doing the bat putter for him, it was like, I was moving into my house. I just finished going to IOP rehab stuff, mm-hmm. which that part was the huge part because CSC also, because he also checked himself in.
Remember that?
And and then so like that was the big part for me. Yeah, and that was just an amazing trip. But now it's taken off. Like, there's just a lot of different routes. And then now it's not even just baseball players. So yeah, because you and I we went and delivered one to Jason Aldean at Watershed, and he headlined that night. Mm-hmm. And I mean, another amazing guy.
It's amazing. And I remember we had that conversation because you're a very humble guy, and I think you just enjoy the process of it. Yeah. And you have to realize that you're we're both so young in business, and to have opportunities like that is amazing. To where, again, we have to remember CC Sabathia, like, he's a millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire, made millions of dollars pitching, and now he's in the Hall of Fame of baseball. Yep. That's pretty cool. So the fact that those guys can buy anything they want, and I thought it was really cool for you to where Edwin Jackson, who those don't know, was also an MLB pitcher.
17 years.
Yeah, 17 years, long tenured guy. He reached out to you and kind of said something similar. But that guy can buy anything, and I thought like your product is something that we want to give to him for his retirement party. What were there emotions with that at all? Like, have you processed that? And that's just tough as a business owner to process and know like, what you've created in such a short time is appreciated by people like CC Sabathia and Jason Aldean.
Yeah, I think to kind of figure out and realize like what I've done, I don't know. I still can't really process it.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've spent so many hours like in my house in my basement.
Yeah.
Working and grinding this stuff out. I risked my entire future on this.
Yeah.
So there's really no option to like even slow down and like realize like what I've done, because why slow down when there's so much more to go?
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, because like the week of bringing the bat putter to Jason Aldean, I mean, like the Sunday before CC was inducted to the Hall of Fame, I dropped the CC video.
Yep.
Tuesday, I got reached out by MLB Network to play a video of a bat putter that I made for Adam Jones, not knowing exactly what they're going to do with it. And the next day, Adam Jones shouts out everything. And he's like, this is what Mason's trying to do with ball. And then that Friday, we did the Jason Aldean thing. And yeah, I mean, like, I think it's cool, but like, I don't know. That's just part of the journey, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm an artist, creative, and I like to go ball thing. Yeah. That's what it is. But,
Well, speaking of just the dedication that it takes, obviously you're dedicated to one of the things that you talked about, and that's your son, Malcolm.
Absolutely.
As of today, it's his birthday.
Yes.
He is how old?
3 years old.
3 years old. That's awesome.
My guy.
Yeah. So how do you, again, building this fast moving company, how do you still prioritize pouring into Malcolm the way that needs to happen for a 3-year-old, right? Because that's such early on in the development stage. And I know you have something very exciting going on. How do you still make sure that you can pour into your son?
I think one of the biggest things of this whole thing is like, because the day that I don't have him with our parenting schedule, I work 20 hours.
Yeah.
But then I get everything moving and ready to go for then like when I do have him, I just answer emails or do stuff like that. And I'm just a dad. And he keeps me always on my toes.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it just kind of makes me just like slow down. But kind of also, I guess, also appreciate what I do. And I mean, he tells everyone that I make bat putters.
Yeah.
Like that's like, he tells everyone. And I guess to show him that if you want something, go do it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, regardless of what everyone else is going to say, go do it because it makes you happy.
Right. Is that what you feel like you would want to teach Malcolm through all this, 100%. Like through your journey?
Yeah. Don't let anyone dictate what you're worth just because it's going to affect someone else's dreams. Dude, go live your life. Yeah. I mean, like, because like if he even says like, Dad, like, I don't want you to dictate my dreams of what I want to do. I'll be like, okay, I support what you want to do. And I'm there to help. Right. I won't say, no, like, you can't do this because you want to. I mean, obviously, like, within reason.
Sure, right.
But it's like legal or not.
Yeah.
But
we'll start there.
But I mean, like, if he wants to go be the world's best knitting blankets. Yeah. Dude, I'm for sure going to give him all the opportunities to be the world's best. Right. Knitter of blankets. Yeah. I'm gonna be there for him.
Right. I always feel like as parents, that's probably the best thing that we can do, because you and I have seen it to where there's parents that kind of live through their kids, 100%. And as they grow up, maybe they're not as present, or again, they're forcing things on them. I've always said our parenting style would be whatever you do, just be the best.
Absolutely.
Right. So like if you want to play sports, awesome. Yep. Most likely they're going to play sports because they're around sports. We go golf, we play baseball. We've always done that. And so naturally it'll probably happen. But again, I think being able to support our kids in that aspect of like, hey, that's what we want to teach, is the mentality. Absolutely. Just whatever you do, like, go all the way. Absolutely. Go all the way. Kind of like you're talking about with what you want to teach Malcolm with this. Like, this is your thing. Like, you're no longer competing in baseball, kind of golf now, but but now like business ends up being the game. Absolutely. And it's like, well, I'm going to be the best I can at developing these things and developing relationship and sales and whatever else that it takes. So how do you incorporate Malcolm in what you do? Because what if he does show interest in the creative side or the business side? How would you incorporate Malcolm in what you do and how you do it?
I mean, I can already tell you that he probably will be involved in anything creative, because that kid, he is creative.
Already showing signs of it, huh?
I mean, like we paint all the time. I let him paint whatever he wants. I mean, because he even paints his own bats.
Yeah.
And he just loves to do that. And we build blocks, and I let him do his thing, and I don't like dictate if he stays in lines.
Yeah.
Because that's not, like, you can't tell a kid like that they get in trouble if they don't stay within lines.
Yeah.
Paint, be creative. If you like it, you like it.
Yeah.
I mean, art, there's nothing that, like, art is all perception and based on someone else's experiences in life. And if you don't like it, I mean, like, if someone else doesn't like it, who cares?
It doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter. I mean, like, if you're doing art for other people, that's already the wrong move.
Yeah.
You gotta do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And for him, I mean, he, that kid's creative. Like, and I'm gonna support him and do whatever he wants.
I love it. He's a funny kid. I love always that. That's also what's out with him too.
He's always fun.
Yeah. He honestly reminds me a lot of you too.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild and does whatever they want.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Speaking of not caring what people think, with developing a product to where it's just different, right? Like you have two games merging into one, and there's kind of a certain perception with golf or certain perception with baseball, but then there's just people being people sometimes, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
And you've sometimes received scrutiny online and saying how dumb this is and all this stuff. So how do you move through those comments and continue to build something great?
Yeah. So I love when people say what they want, truly, because as a business guy, that drives numbers, that drives conversation. And I get called idiot, a dumb all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot more words.
Right.
I was advised to not shit.
Yeah, please don't say that.
But I get those on the daily.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it because it kind of makes me want to do it more, because that's just who I am. It's because I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not saying like what you do is terrible. Go do it my way instead.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
doing my thing.
Yeah.
And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
And that's just what I like to do.
Well, so again, when you share these things with me too, I'm always just baffled because, somebody will say some comment about how dumb this is or no one should be doing this, but then you are literally hand delivering them to very like high echelon people that could buy anything. It's like, well, if they find this pretty cool, then it's gotta be pretty cool. But again, like you said, everything's not for everybody. And
exactly,
people like that unfortunately exist. And I've always felt like, just keep it to yourself, let people just create and do their own thing. I think what you're doing and how you're passionate about it, like how do you try to just deter someone from that?
Yeah.
Like if they're passionate about it, they're finding success in it. Like why make the comments, right?
Exactly. But I mean, like I said, like from like a business standpoint, because I've been told that I have to start thinking like a business.
Yeah.
From this business guy.
Yeah.
Just let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, like regardless, like if I say something back to them, that's gonna be more comments.
Yeah.
So it kind of drives it. But then there is some that you just let go.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna change someone's mind.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that.
Right.
Like that's not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm just, like I said, being an artist and content, I guess, creator and making it happen. I'll just do my thing.
Yeah. Well, let's stick to the creator aspect. So you've done a really good job online of creating content. Like you just talked about earlier, you got a podcast early on.
Yeah.
It kind of transitioned into golf now. So Loaded Golf, it used to be called Loaded Bases back in the day. So Loaded Golf now, you do a great job on your channel. If someone's getting started early on and let's say they have a product, because you are selling a product. Do you think content is a big deal? Like should people
1,000,000%
invest in content?
Especially, Instagram Reels, TikTok, do all that stuff. I mean, because that reach like goes beyond the people that just follow you.
Yeah.
I mean, because how do you get followers if they don't go everywhere else?
Right.
But yeah, I mean, for that, it just post it. Post the video. I mean, because on TikTok, like I don't know like what's gonna do good. I mean, some of them I do, but some I don't. But then the ones, but on like Instagram, also like you kind of got to know your audience too.
Yeah.
And I post everything. I mean, I post 3 times a day, and so far the view numbers have gotten up, engagement rates are up. It's I think that page has grown to, in 7 months, I'm almost to 8,000 followers on Instagram.
Okay.
And surpassed 6.7 million views in a few months.
Wow.
It's you just keep posting because you never know like what's gonna resonate with someone.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to perfect the craft of content creation before you put something like that out, or
No shot.
do you just go for it?
Just go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, because you learn over time. I mean, because you learn what hits and what doesn't hit, and you just like fine tune a few things. And actually, like if you were really truly serious about it, look into the analytics. It tells you when to post, what's doing well, what keywords people comment. Then you hit off that. But there's definitely levels to it. And
Sure.
I mean, like it depends on what you want out of it too.
Yeah.
And like your goals. So because for marketing wise, I've only done one. I've actually never ran an ad to buy a bat putter. Truly, I've ran one ad for golf, but not to
sell the bat putter. Yeah. So you would credit most of the success of the business from content, maybe then?
Probably not 90%.
Yeah, 90%. Yeah. Well, the people that we've talked about too, like Jason Aldean, he reached out through. He followed you, right?
Yeah. So Jason Aldean followed me. That was day 6 of my starting the post 3 times a day.
Okay.
For 50 days.
Yeah. So how long were you in the posting stage? Like, did you just start business?
So before I started this posting 3 times a day, I would post maybe once every day. So I didn't even think much because I was still trying to build this thing.
Right.
And then trying to perfect what I do. And then, then I was like, if I post 3 times a day, nothing cool happens. I have to go find a real job. Yeah. That's just how it works. Yeah. And then day 6, I went golfing. And then I turned my phone on because I just wanted to go golf and just be quiet. And I said that Jason Aldean followed you. And I didn't think much of it because I didn't think it was real. And
this is a big account.
And I grabbed 3 people's other phones to double check. And he follows my loaded golf account. Wow. So and then the second I was gonna send him a DM and say hey, I do you want a bat putter? It was just he replied so fast, absolutely. Wow. This thing is the coolest thing ever. And then we just started talking and it happened.
That was so much fun. I remember we obviously just got to go a few weeks ago, and for one, I'd never been to Watershed. Watershed's obviously a very big deal, and I never thought I would go, but it was cool just to see your excitement too, and put the final touches, and then we're on the phone with the manager, hey, we're at the gate and we got to get taken back here. And then we got to see a couple other people and a couple other country stars. And then
Nate Smith,
Nate Smith. And he was hyped. He was
you dapped up.
He was, he was all masked up on the oxygen. But that was really cool. It was fun to see you just kind of shine in that moment too, because it was kind of a proud moment as a friend, you know what I'm saying? Because again, you've put a lot of work into this, and again, we've known each other for 20 years, 20 plus years. Yeah, and I feel like you had this mentality of go all the way, you know, literally since we were kids, and whatever you do, you do it.
Absolutely,
and that was always cool just to be around that, and to still have that now. So for people that, some people aren't like you, Mason, and believe it or not, and some people have a tough time with making the jump, and maybe they have a business, maybe they have an idea, and they either think maybe it's not worthy enough, or maybe hey, I got kids, right? And I got to make sure that I'm dialed in there. I can't take a bunch of risks. What advice would you give them to go forth on that idea or business that they have?
I mean, for for me, it was kind of, I almost had to.
Yeah.
Just because I was not happy with where I was in life.
Yeah.
And I was super, just did not feel that I was like, I belonged at like an office for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, and then that I would be kind of not happy, and I would go home to my son and I would not be happy. I'm like, then how do but then I have to kind of not like fake being happy.
Sure.
But I wasn't my best self.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was kind of like, like just, I'm 30. Like I feel old. So I'm like, I'm just going to pull it and risk it because I mean, truly, I mean, because my mindset that if you're doing something that you're passionate about, you're going to give way more effort.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Yep.
You're going to have fun. I mean, I work 20-hour days. And I do not regret it one bit.
Right.
I have fun every single day. And then the days that I don't work, I'm happy. Like it's awesome. And I would rather, because truly, you've saved up. I mean, like let's say that you do have 401, all that stuff. You saved up all that money to retire, right? And if, like, let's say you die, like you just wasted you wasted all this money working for someone else that their dreams are being achieved, and you're gonna be replaced. You die, someone's gonna come in, and you have all that money sitting there. Right. I mean, financially, don't take any advice from me whatsoever.
You are true, but
but it was more of like, just like, you got to love what you do. And that's life. You have one life. Truly. And it just, I don't know, like if you're scared doing it, that's the first step that it's possible.
It's a valid idea.
Exactly. Because if truly, I mean, like if I wasn't scared every day, I would just sit on my couch and be like, this is over. Like there's no shot. And I'll just go back to the same cycle that everyone else in society does. But then I was like, like I just risked my whole future on this. And I'm passionate about this. Let's do it.
Right.
And there's no end goal. But I don't know, just do it. It's kind of, you got to live uncomfortable.
You and I have a similar story with that, and I would not recommend most people do what we did. And, I had the same thing where, I was working as a mortgage loan officer, and then we had Micah, so my son, our second child, and obviously you get that leave time. Absolutely. And in that time, I'd already started our cleaning business, and then I was helping out with another landscaping business in the meantime. And really, I had like 3 months to figure it out. And at this point, like the rates were getting high, and for a young loan officer with not a whole lot of connections, a whole lot of experience, it became super hard. And I was like, man, do I really want to go back to that environment? Like, which hard do I want to pick? Do I want to go all in on something that I truly enjoy, or go back to something that is a little bit more secure? And again, for some people, this is security. And at that point in time, it was like, you know what, for me, I'm going to make the jump. And again, it's tough at first. Like if you make that jump and you don't have a W-2 income, it's tough. But I would say the smart thing to do truly is start that business as you have a W-2 job. And there's pluses for that too, even because now you also financially have the ability to write things off, which also affects your W-2 income. So you can pay less in taxes, but that's a whole other whole game. But the security of it, and being, like you're talking about, being able to work on something that you love and you're passionate about. And most people don't even realize like that's what it takes to be successful. Like you got to love what you do because it's a grind. Like, again, you work for a business and there's so many different people that do so many different things. When it's your business, you do all of them. So it's tough, but like it's also very fun and rewarding to do that.
Absolutely. There's a big difference between good stress and bad stress.
Right.
Truly,
there's a difference.
Stress, regardless, it's going to be there. I think that's just like a natural thing.
Right.
And but you can choose which one you want.
What kind of stress you want.
And I would rather have good stress and work 20 hours for myself than bad stress and only work 8 hours a day.
Right.
And that's just what I want. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like easy.
Yeah.
I've never been able to grow as a person doing anything easy.
Right.
Like, that's like, to me, I'm always probably going to pick the hard route.
Yeah.
But if I pick the easy route, it never works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the hard route, I can always grow and learn. And I mean, like, as a human, yeah, just keep on going with it.
Yeah. Well, the hard route, again, in business, as we know, is scaling the business or figuring out the vision for the business. Absolutely. And for you, having the success that you've had in a short period of time, I'm sure it's super, because we've had several conversations where it's like, okay, maybe I'll go this route. Maybe I'll go this route. Okay, this just happened, so let me go this route. So for you, where are you currently with where you want to take the business going forward?
Right now, so I could just, I mean, like, I did post that I was going to host a golf tournament.
Yeah.
Just locally, and that would be the easy kind of thing. And I was lucky kind of that they took their time to reach back to me after I told them that I'm going to pull my application for it, because I didn't want to just go out there and just have people play without me having everything fine-tuned.
Yeah.
And I mean, it would be good for content.
Sure.
But then I just wouldn't feel good with that.
Yeah.
I would rather work harder to make it actually a thing. But then now, next spring, down in Arizona, gonna have a golf tournament there, like during spring training.
Okay.
Going from easy to bigger scale.
Yeah.
And I would achieve a bigger scale every time.
Yeah.
Because there's more risk, more reward.
Yeah.
And scaling wise, it's kind of getting, I don't know, I guess, trying to build, like a team. I mean, and I have to figure out the stuff that I enjoy doing and stick with that.
Yeah.
Because if I'm worried about the smaller things that are just like tedious stuff, I can always outsource, but not outsource, but like hire someone to do that.
Yeah.
So I can focus on the growth of this. We got to create time to scale the business. And I guess like where I'm taking from there, because right now I have no end goal. Yeah. I guess as long as my bills are paid, I'm a pretty happy guy.
Right.
But there's no way that I should limit myself to that.
Right. So getting into that a little bit, you and I have, again, talked off camera about this a little bit, but for people that are like you, where they're more of the creatives than the business type. And nowadays, where the world has gone, more creatives and content creators are moving into business. They're partnering with businesses. They're starting their businesses off of their content. How would you recommend people, and I know you're kind of in the middle of it, but how would you recommend people learn about the business side of what they do now?
First off, you got to look and see like kind of like why they're trying to partner with you. And you got to figure out what their motive is behind it. Like if you're going to partner with someone and collab with someone, you both have to be very good at what you do. Yeah. And kind of, if I need help with sales, I'm going to partner with someone that's good at sales. Yeah. And then if they need help with content, that's what I'm good at. So that's the perfect collab. Yeah. And a partnership. Because there's a lot of companies and content creators that try and do collabs and different brand partners with stuff that they're not even passionate about. Yeah. And for the other artistic and creative guys, you can see that, like, how makes like who's actually like loves this product. But it's all of, you got to find your niche and do it. Yeah. And you can't force stuff. Right. You got to be authentic as heck. And to do it that way. Yeah. Because if you're being authentic and you're in the niche that you are passionate about, find those brands to work with and you'll skyrocket. Yeah. I feel like it's important to find alignment, like what you're talking about is finding alignment with people. And
That's the tough part about, the first 5 years of business, like, especially if you find success, is because there's almost like this, I don't call it addiction, but there's addiction with getting to the next level. And sometimes you have an opportunity that maybe you shouldn't take, but you're excited about it because it's a new opportunity or cool opportunity. And and I'm sure have you had to turn down opportunities that didn't align with what you're trying to build?
Yeah, I've had an opportunity of someone to buy out the entire bat putter idea.
Wow.
And I would never have to work again.
Yeah.
Or my son.
Yeah.
But I asked him one question, and it was that if I could still kind of be creative in the baseball and golf world, and he said no. So I said, okay, then no.
Wow.
Because I'm, like I said, like, I'm a creative at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what else? I mean, obviously there's probably something out there that I can do, but I mean, it would be nice to just wake up and really not have to do anything.
Yeah.
That's just not the person I am.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then partnering with people, again, you've had that opportunity and you've had other opportunities for like investors, right? Absolutely. Like that's a whole other like level of partnership. And those are big too. Like I've had experience where, you made a comment about what you're good at. Maybe a partner should be somewhere like that you're not as good at, in an area that you're not as good at. And I remember I've partnered with a couple people now, and they both have not worked.
Yeah.
One, because we're both like CEO thinkers, so it's like, well, I think things should be done this way, and you think things should be done that way.
Yeah.
Well, this was my business. This was my business. You know what? Like it just blew up,
Absolutely.
And so I think that's like also one of those undervalued things where, you have to pick people that are better than you at certain things.
Absolutely.
And then that's the partnership. Like, I'm going to go meet with a guy on Wednesday that we own a cleaning business, and he is really good with like AI and process and systems. And like, not that I'm bad at process and systems, but I'm not very good like the technical things and like the AI and the back end of our business. I'm more of like ground, boots in the ground. I want to like work things operationally. And I'm really excited about it because I feel like that can open a whole new thing. Because he was like, Levonte, I don't want to clean a window. I don't want to run a team. I don't want to do it like that. But like, I think I can help you, get to that second location that you're working on now. So to your point, you have to partner with people that are better than you in a certain aspects.
It's definitely taking accountability on knowing what you do know.
Yeah.
And not just saying you know how to do stuff without actual like showing that you are good at it.
Yeah.
You got to be kind of upfront. Like I said, because as the guy that you're meeting with, he said, I'm not washing a window.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Right. Like you're not that guy.
Right.
But this is what you are good at. So you do that. And that's building a team.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things I do know that with people that I have kind of worked with, that they say that they are good at something.
Yeah.
But they have no clue.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, if they said, hey, I'm really good at still like that field, but this exact thing I'm not good at.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to learn. Then I'll say, then let's learn together.
Yeah.
And I'll help you out. But if you don't say that front, that's not just wasting my time, it's wasting everyone's time involved.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that you kind of got to look through when you're trying to build a brand and a business.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of partnerships, before you started all this, you were married.
Yes.
Before or during
2020.
Okay.
That was when we ended it. Yeah.
So before all this, you were married, and unfortunately, that didn't work out.
Correct.
You had a divorce.
All mutual. It was
yes. Right.
Yeah. It all worked out.
Yeah. Actually. How was that during the marriage of, again, like you have always kind of been this way. You're passionate about building these things.
Yeah.
Again, this is a podcast about like building families and building.
Absolutely.
So what do you think was a hindrance there? And maybe in your creativity, maybe in your business, like what was it in that marriage? I think that was.
Yeah. So I think it was more of, because the year before I got married, I was living in Florida, and that was like my first time to like get out of being in I guess like my hometown.
Yeah.
And that world, wild world, living in South Florida. And just being down there, experiencing that lifestyle and everything, it was fun. But I was like, I think maybe it's time to settle down, just because everyone that I knew from back home married at 20, 21.
Right. More
kids already. Yeah. Like the small town mentality.
Yep.
And so then, I met my ex-wife, like kind of just before I was moving back home. And she also wanted to settle down and do all that. And I was like, that's what I want, like at this time. And so we did that. And that's what happened. And then kind of realized, I think after, actually pretty soon, that's not me. Like, I am not the guy to just go to work, go home and just do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always go. I cannot sit on the couch. I mean, like, I have to be told to sit on the couch. And it was, I didn't know really it was in a weird time where I was like, I didn't know, like, I don't know who I am. Like, I don't know what I want. I don't know anything. And, and then once I remember, one night I was just like thinking, and I'm like, I'm going to start a podcast, because baseball ended, like, for COVID.
Yep.
And that was, so I had the podcast idea. It was like May of 2020. And then I just learned a lot of how to do a podcast and reached out to people. And I got kind of obsessed with it, just because I'm like, this is insane. Like, I could talk to professional athletes. Never thought I could do this and still be creative with it. So, and then with COVID, and say, because my ex-wife, because she worked in the medical field then. And I mean, she worked a lot of hours and super stressed all the time. And that also kind of like motivated me to, like, like, I got to find like an outlet for me, because because in our marriage, it was just go home and be together.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't just always be stressed.
Yeah.
So, like, I need to find a way to not be stressed. And that was by doing the podcast. And she kind of understood it as well. Like, she knew that I needed a outlet to do, and that was good for me. And with kind of how our marriage was as well, like, we got married, we had 3 miscarriages, and they all ended kind of around the same time of the pregnancy. And she always wanted to be a mom. Yeah. Then me, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to be a dad.
Sure. At that point, yeah.
I mean, because obviously you are never truly ready to have a kid.
Yeah, right. I'm sure.
I mean, until it happens.
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't like too like totally set on it. But then after having those 3 miscarriages, like, it was always sad to see her so like upset.
Yeah.
And so then we went on, I guess, going into our 1-year anniversary trip, we sat down and talked about kind of like what we were thinking and how we felt. And we were just like, this, like, we want the best for each other.
Yeah.
I want her to have her family, and
different direction.
And I kind of wanted to pursue being more creative.
Yeah.
And that route. And that was it. And then now we both have kids.
Yeah.
And we're both doing exactly what we want to do. So that was a very weird time in life.
Yeah.
But it all works out.
Right. It's a common theme that people have talked about, is one of the most undervalued thing is people that you marry. And the most important thing is people that you marry, especially when you're an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
So now that, you had that divorce and you had that experience, that's how I view as experience there.
Absolutely.
And again, you're very like all in on this. So the next time that comes around, like another lady comes around, what do you think will go into making that decision? Like, who would you be looking for?
I think someone that would tell me to sit down and breathe, but also kind of understand that this is like so in the beginning of something that's big, I think. that I do need to kind of work on that. But also I want help. Like I want to build a team.
The support aspect of it.
Yeah, definitely. It would be, but also it would be nice to just like turn off work.
Yeah.
And focus on
not
that.
talk about it anymore from that. Yeah.
And like that aspect of like a relationship and learning to, I mean, cause I like to learn about people.
Yeah.
I just like to learn every aspect about people and like how they got to like where they're at. Cause everyone has stories, everyone has everything. And just like for me, I'm always curious on like how people are, but as like a partner, definitely teammate, like I'm like, let's grow together. Because if you also believe in this or if you have any ideas, I'm all for it. Like I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Cause like we can definitely create a life where we could do what we want.
Right.
And still just do everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But gotta kind of understand that it's a wild idea.
Yeah.
Here's some crazy
You're gonna go through some crazy things. But, yeah. And then obviously like what you said earlier, where like that person would probably also have to support Malcolm and as he grows, right? And, and as he figures out what the heck he wants to do.
Absolutely.
You know, like they've got to be able to support that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a big thing. I mean, to kind of figure out like if someone else, like not like without judging them of being a mom, but you kind of gotta see if they have like mom like,
no doubt,
like abilities, and ideas and being caring and all that stuff. Because like I mean, like at the end of the day, like being a dad, that's my like number one priority.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I do everything I do now to be a dad and fulfill his life. Yeah, on top of mine.
Right.
Like, he's number one. So.
Absolutely. Well, finishing up here, like what is the legacy that you want to leave, maybe in your business, in your family, and in your faith?
Ooh, a legacy?
Legacy.
I guess just leave what I've created available for Malcolm to just learn from. I mean, like obviously, I want him to still learn too, not just like hand it to him.
You sure?
But that, I mean, with him with all these skills and I guess knowledge that I've learned and gone through that he doesn't have to go through because I did it for him.
Right.
But also, I don't know. I mean, for myself, I don't really have like a thing that I want to leave.
Sure.
But to be known as the crazy dude that wanted
better dude.
Like that better dude, just put two sports into one.
Yeah.
Not just making small things happen, but things bigger and simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
And if someone wants to do something, just go do it. You get that tomorrow.
Right.
You're never gonna do it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That's one thing that I always appreciate about you is that you will go 100%. And the thing about you also is, you're kind of who you said you were looking for, to where like you're very supportive, and me as another business owner, like you've been very supportive on my journey, and you've been supportive of this and giving me tips and feedback. And I'm just grateful to have you as a friend, and grateful to have you in my corner too, because you inspire me to keep going. And I think, I guess as entrepreneur guys, like we're very inspired, like we're very like ready to go, and we have a lot of energy, but again, just being around people that are creative and that are pushing even further, just like inspires you to do more and to think. I feel like you inspire me to think bigger too.
Yeah. Like I mean, that's like one thing that I try and tell, I guess, anyone that I talk to, like, why are you limiting, why are you eliminating yourself?
Right.
Anything.
Yeah.
Like, why are you letting this thought stop you? Just go past it.
Yeah.
There's more to this world than I just don't limit yourself.
Yeah.
You can do anything. I mean, there's a whole, what is there, like 8 billion people in this world?
Yeah.
Just
like 3
billion?
3 billion? I think so.
Whatever it is.
I don't know.
Just like, I mean, like, think about it.
Yeah.
If you're worried about like people following you, imagine having 10 people in your room listening to what you say. That's a lot of people.
A lot of people, yeah.
But then if you have 100 people in your room, that's wild.
Yeah, right.
So why are you stressing over not having a K next to your numbers?
Right.
Just do your things, be authentic, and So you can go wherever you want.
Love that, man. Love that. That's a great segue into finishing up here. And thank you for leaving that to those people here.
Absolutely.
Mason, where can they find you online?
You can find me online at loaded. I don't know if I'm changing it, but right now at loaded GLF or batputter.com.
There it is.
Batputter.com. Get yourself a functional piece of art, one of one, and yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys go support Mason, go follow him, go see the cool things that he's doing and the cool people he's meeting. I think some more of that content will probably come out pretty soon. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.